Hey, it's Dre. Welcome to the Tower of Light. So, it's so confusing in the spiritual community. It's all talk about your true I am essence. Basically, converts everything that is the perceived present, future, past into that which you desire. Well, this is the confusing part. Why are there so many spiritual seekers who know this? They've done some work, maybe some shadow work. They've changed. They've truly changed. Why do they still face their traumas? Why do they still have massive hang-ups? And the reason, and the way you get out of this massive confusion is you have to realize you are both a spiritual being and a human being. The rules for one do not apply to the other. Not at all. Not at all. Now, here's a truth that I wish more spiritual teachers would include into their message. There's a lot of good coaches out there. And, I mean, we're all saying the same thing because there's only one truth. How many ways can we say it, you know? I wish they would incorporate the fact that your human essence carries scars. It carries these traumas. There's a very good book that highlights this called The Body Keeps the Score. Read that book. It's not very exciting. It's a little boring. It's long. But the points that it makes are so massive when it comes to this journey that I know that you are on, that I know that I am. You have to realize your consciousness can change, actually instantly, because there is only now. You are literally an explosion happening right now. You are a singular Big Bang. The only way that I have found to face these traumas, because facing them is the only way out. The only way out is through, okay? You have to go through. You can't run away from them. You can't use tools like meditation, scripting, all of that good stuff that will work for you if you're called to it. It will work. But they become a band-aid to your spiritual growth. You want to say to yourself that I'm doing the work, I'm doing this, but you're actually not. You're using it as blinders. And I've come across so many people since I've been coaching that it's so frustrating as a coach to give people the blueprint and watch them turn it in to just something that it resembles drinking. It's another band-aid. It resembles getting high. It's another band-aid. That is such a misuse. It's not easy if you have gone through massive trauma in your life, or you have been raised around negativity. It's massively difficult because you want to do away with these things by having some external force do it to you. You know, oh, I work out to alleviate my pain. That's not how it works. Your pain will fuel your workouts or life or whatever you want to use it towards. But it's not doing that heals you. Okay? That's another rut you may get in. I'll come back to that if I remember. You must face absolutely 100% from a neutral, non-judgmental standpoint. You must face that which is within. That's a tongue twister. When you do this, you will feel energetically through your being a lifting of these energies. And if you've never felt that, you're not confronting. You're doing one thing right. You are separating yourself from it, but you're not confronting it. You're still allowing it to sit beneath you. So I call this the 0-point reset. There's a meditation in the description that is exactly this. It is the 0-point reset. It will energetically reset you, because I know what it's like out here, man. I know. It's stressful. I've traveled around. I've been to these countries that are the complete opposite of the US. And I've seen how they are acting in all these times and how their culture deals with it. It's the fucking same. It's the fucking same thing. From Japan to Dubai to freaking Germany, the Netherlands, to Hawaii, okay, to Southeast Asia. It's all the same fucking thing. When you realize that, you will make so much freaking progress, because the weight you feel in other places is the same weight that I know you feel inside. I know you feel it because I've been there. Just crushed. I used to tell myself that, oh, I wish I would have done so many cool things before the world crushed me. The world never crushes you. You can allow it to with your beliefs around what's happening. And it's all you're doing. Remember what I said earlier. You are literally all that is. You are a singular explosion, a big bang happening right now in existence. And at every moment, you can change that in the metaphysical. In the physical realm, you can't do that. You have to take the time to sit with these traumas, sit with these emotions. And Dr. David R. Hawkins, Dr. David R. Hawkins wrote this beautifully in his book, Letting Go. He explains for each section of energetic for each level of consciousness, he explains through anger, through fear, through guilt, through shame. He explains how to let go of these feelings. And this is exactly what he says. For each one of them, it's the same. You confront it in a meditative state, and you allow it to be there until it dissipates, until it passes. That is letting go. I used to have so many people when I was younger. I was so freaking emotional. Every little thing. I had absolutely zero emotional EQ, IQ. And everybody used to tell me, dude, just let it go. Dude, just let it go. And I never knew what the fuck that meant. What am I just supposed to forget? I just forget about it, ignore it, never happened? Well, if I do that, then if I can do that by not drinking or smoking pot, right? it's just going to come back. Probably worse, and at the worst time possible. Why would you allow that to happen? All you have to do, and this goes for everything. I've seen guys that have come back from Afghanistan with massive trauma under their belt, and I've taught them how to do this, and it has helped them so much. These guys don't go to the VA anymore. They don't go to psychiatrists and therapy because they learned that in this physical realm, if we continually talk and expose it to this world, we're just making it stronger. Now, there can be help in these therapists. I'm not saying not to go at all. If you're feeling drawn to it, freaking go. But what they're taught to do is not, in my opinion, the correct way to handle these energy bodies in our spirit. The only way is through meditative practices and confronting whatever it is, no matter how horrible, things that you've done, things that have happened to you. You must confront it in a calm, neutral, non-judgmental manner, which is through meditation from your center point. That's the 0 point reset. That's how we do this. I wish a lot of spiritual teachers would include this, because trust me, I fell into that trap. Oh my God, it's so easy. All I have to do is change my mind. Well, I'm rich. Now I'm a billionaire. And then I stick to it. That is not the whole story. It's a half-truth. That's not wrong, but it's a half-truth. Stop thinking that you're not a human. It's so easy. I did this too, man. Oh man, I was off the rails when I first got into this spiritual stuff. I was off the rails. I completely denied my human existence. Completely. And I kept wondering, why the hell is nothing changing? Why am I still dealing with all this shit from the past, from my perceived past, that I did to myself? And it was because I thought, oh, I'll just be spiritual all the time. All the time. And go straight into spirit. And you know what? Truth be told, it helped. It helped to do that. And in the beginning, I think that can be very useful, because it's relieving to know that there is essentially a safe space that you can create on your own and go there and be. And nothing will harm you. And that's one thing that I think a lot of people need that. I think a lot of people need to start somewhere. But don't deny yourself. Don't think that if you wake up and do this meditation, this specific meditation for my specific problem in this specific area of my life, that it's going to be the thing that helps. Understand, no external thing changes you, okay? That's not how this works. Don't take what I just said out of context. Maybe I should rephrase that. Nothing external changes you metaphysically. Okay? You have to, from within, start the journey. Not from without. You must recognize your human condition. Okay? This is the easy part. Everybody knows, like, everybody can name muscles of the body, or, you know, stupid stuff, like parts of your ear, you know. Everybody knows this stuff. We learn this. This is elementary. We learn this in school. Start learning about spirituality and how it spirals back into your physical being. Okay? Because a lot of people, I think, don't understand that your physical body is not a barrier to your spirit. Okay? I know you've heard aura. Yes, you have an aura. You have an energetic field that reaches out. For most people, 5 to 7 feet. Okay? For spiritually aware people who have a higher energetic field content, it can go farther. And if you push it and you try, you can send healing energy thousands of miles. Thousands. Your energy doesn't stop at your body. If you're talking about aura, we can have limits if you like. But your spiritual essence, it is everything. Really let that sink in. The tree in front of me is part of me. The grass that I'm sitting in is part of me. Every single person in this parking lot in front of me is part of me, and I am part of them. We are all reflections of the same source. Okay? It's very important that you don't get caught up in this whole spiritual, I don't want to say cult, some of them are. The spiritual world, it's good to get in there and start learning and start doing and taking action and changing your life and get some better light. Here we go. And I think that you should do that. But don't get lost. Don't lose your human essence. Because you chose this. You chose it. And now that you remembered who you are, which is a spiritual being having a human experience, you remember. So now you can be and you can start the journey to spirit. Okay? You're not here to work a dead-end job. You're not here to buy a house, have a couple Chevys, mow your lawn. That's not why you're here. If you choose that path, go for it. I send you love and give you all the power in the world to do so. But you must understand that you're much more than that. You're much more than that. You have the ability, every single one of the people in this world have the ability to change another person's life in a positive way. And look at how many people, I see this all the time. A lot of people that once they learn that I'm a coach and I teach stuff like this, they want to know, very first thing right off the bat, how do I make money? How do I make money? To me, that shows me how little work they've done for their spirit. Because that reminds, just like the Bob Marley quote, you're so poor, all you have is money. Money's necessary. Yeah, sure. But there are so many people who lack spirit and have focused solely on their human condition. The vice versa of what we've been talking about. Integration, yin yang. That's the key. Balance. Okay? Don't end up like one of these people making, I don't know, $500,000, $800,000 a year, sitting in this big ass house with nobody around. Maybe they got some parrots or some cats or some dogs. Okay? They can buy whatever they want. They have the nice cars, they can go travel. But anywhere they go, they're still stuck. they'll never be able to actually enjoy life. Okay? And a lot of these people, I have noticed, they have chosen to spread negativity and sadness through the world for profit. Don't be like that. Don't be like those fuckos. That's not you. Find your true purpose. Forget about the money. Forget about all that stupid shit. Find your true purpose, and your life will be rich beyond your belief. Because that is true wealth. Okay. If you want to work with me, I'll leave a link in the description. Grab the meditation. If you're feeling like you need a reset, it's right there for you. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good day. Peace.